Hey everybody, happy Friday. Welcome to the last day of our lovely Get Ready for Max challenge. How y'all doing? It's good to see you all. It's been nice to see you guys all week, but it's always nice to see you one more morning. How's it going? So like I said, this is our last challenge, and if you haven't been checking us out so far, no worries. I'm Kathleen. I've been your host this week, and the whole point behind this challenge is to get you ready for the first digital Max ever. That's happening next week. Very exciting. So how many of you have ever been to Max in person before? I have. I know Kendall has. Wade, have you? And then who's excited to go digitally this year? I'm very excited. If you want to check out any of the Adobe Live specific sessions that are happening next week, specifically some creative challenges that are going to be happening next week, go to this bit.ly. It's bit.ly/maxchats2020, capital Max, capital C. And that is where you're going to see the first kind of, the first takes, the hot takes on the new features done by a lot of awesome designers like Julia Masalska. We got Toby Shinobi coming in here, Tammy Coker. It's going to be awesome. Magdiel Lopez. Ooh. Very nice. I know, D. It's exciting. So let's jump on over to my computer so we can check out what we're going to be working on for today's actual challenge. Like I said, today is the last challenge, so we've already done 3. We did the Make a Better Profile picture for our Behances and our social media leading up to Max. We started a poster a day series, and there have been so many amazing posters created. Oh my gosh, I got to show some off yesterday to our larger team, and it was perfect. Very proud of you guys. Steven says there's an error loading the YouTube player. Oh no. Chat, let me know if you can see me. I think you can, but just double check. Okay, and then we worked on notes yesterday. That was interesting. That was a little theoretical. And then today we are going to be diving into Adobe Spark to make some social posts that are super shareable, super easy. And this one was designed by Kendall. I think Kendall is in the chat, and it's a really awesome Spark tutorial. So I'll be walking through that with you, starting right about now. Of course, D, you always get a shout out. No problem. You're all good here for Steve? Okay, cool. You can see me? Great. And also, before I jump into the challenge, Fridays on Adobe Live are a little bit different. We don't have like the normal schedule. So if you scroll below this video, you can see what's coming up next after me. I think the next stream is in like 2.5 hours. So you got a little bit of downtime to make some social posts. Yay, Kendall's here. Is there a Behance hashtag for the Max projects? Yes, there is. It is Get Ready for Max 2020, I believe. Hashtag is either Get Ready or Ready for Max. Let's see, maybe it says it right here. Can I verify? No, I cannot. Maybe someone in the chat can for me. Okay, I'm hopping over to my phone. Whoa, magical. So this tutorial is done on the app, the iOS version of Spark, but you can do this on your browser too, and it's free. So anybody can try this out. You just go to spark.adobe.com and get started. Actually, before I jump into that, let me just show you what Spark looks like on a browser. There it is. Spark.adobe.com, and this is where you can choose your different posts or work on projects that already exist. So today we're going to be doing an Instagram post, but if you don't have Instagram, you can choose any of these things. Okay, back to the phone, and you guys can enjoy my super cute autumnal background while I take a sip of tea. What is Adobe Spark used for? That is a really great question that I haven't gone over. Spark is used to basically make content. So you can make websites, you can make social posts, you can even make videos with it. It's super shareable and scalable and fun and easy. So let me just take you through and we can chat about it. All right, here is Spark. Now, like I mentioned, we are going to be making an Instagram post. So I'm just going to start by tapping the green X at the bottom to start my design. So if you're following along on the actual written tutorial, Kendall starts by adding an image. So I'm going to search the free photos. And you can choose what sources you're searching from, but I'm just going to search painting. And let's see what comes up. Lots of good stuff. If you scroll down, we're kind of looking for like a midnight floral kind of vibe going on. I see a nice one over here on the left. And I've selected that. And then once you select your image, you can select multiple images, but we'll just go for this one for now. In the top right, you just tap add one. And as it works, it's going to make a new post for you. So here is where you can choose your different formats. I'm just going to stick with Instagram because we want a nice square post. Tap done. And there we go. So now it's really our playground. We can choose all kinds of different things to customize this. But let's jump into layout first. So here we can choose different layouts, obviously. And if you find a layout that you like, but you want to like swap the image and the text, you can either tap and drag to swap them, I think. Yeah, there we go. Long press and drag, or you can just tap this shuffle button. Shuffle button. Sounds like a rabbit name. Hashtag ready for Max 2020. There you go. You could always just do Adobe MAX 2020 as well. Okay, from here we can scale our image by tapping on the cell that we want, dragging it around. I want to kind of focus on this lily that's going on over here. I believe it's a lily. I'm not the most florally savvy person there's ever been in the entire world, but I can get by. Cool, I really like how that's framed. And then chat, let me know if anyone's actually walking alongside me like as I'm doing this. I'm excited to see your work. Okay, now we can change our color scheme. So I want to do a little more calm background. This bright red is like very Renaissance, like a lot of maybe like bloody vibes, not going for that. Let's double tap that. We can go into design, we can stay in layout, or we can just tap done. Tap color, and this is where we can maybe choose one of the suggested colors. Or if we tap into that adjustment slider, we can grab our color picker, maybe choose like a nice kind of creamy color, and then I could drag it even more if I'd like to. Or if you want to get really specific with things, you can enter a specific hex code. So Kendall has kindly provided the hex code for us, and I really like this little like tumbler that you get to input your text codes or hex text codes in, unless your numbers and letters are really far from each other, then it's kind of a pain. But luckily these are pretty close. So we got FFE3C9. Boom. Tap done there, and there you go. We have changed the color. So now we can actually edit what our quote says. Steven says, I'm following along in real time as always. Steven, you're the best. Let's double tap the text to edit it, and let's add our awesome quote. So this is a quote from a speaker that was at Max last year, and it's, "You don't have time to be anybody else but yourself." And I 100% agree. You don't have time to be anybody else but yourself. Period. And there you go. It already chooses a typeface for you, but let's go ahead and choose a different font. So I'm going to tap the font option, and you can scroll through tons of them. But if you don't see one that you like, you can also add one of thousands from Adobe Spark. Spooky Dracula flower vibes. Ooh. And got kind of like a Dracula-esque dress on. I tried to match for the occasion. So we can come over here to Adobe Fonts and you can tap plus to add from so many. I already chose to sync the one that Kendall chose for this design. It's Belly or Belly. And you can just tap the sync button to add that. So I'm going to choose it right there, and we have our awesome font chosen. Cool, so from here we can customize our type even further. Maybe I will get rid of the shape behind the type. I'll scroll over here to the left, get rid of that, easy peasy. What do you think next? Maybe I should play with the alignment. Maybe I should move things around. Maybe I should scroll that back up. It is fun to do this on my phone, but it is definitely a smaller workspace than I am used to. That's pretty cool. I'm looking at the colors. Maybe I want to do something that's a little more along these lines, or maybe we'll stay dark. I like that. Cool. You can choose a custom color, as always. Oops, and cancel it if you make a mistake. Done. Okay, let's go back into Edit. We can go into Effects as well if you want to do a little bit of a drop shadow or an outline. Or go back to None. And there you go. You can even align things, like if you want things left aligned, nudged around. We'll do a left. Maybe we'll do some spacing between the lines. Decrease that leading just a tad. And then move things around. I'm trying to match exactly what Kendall did, but this is close enough. Yes, we definitely need some quotation marks. Got a little in the weeds there. So let's highlight some specific colors first. So we are going to hit done. I am going to go into, let's see, here. Maybe we can do style. We can play with different ones, etc., etc. Let's go secondary style. Let's highlight the words that we want to add. Change the color of those, maybe to be bright red. Digging that. And then we can give some credit by adding a second line of text. So who said this quote? Kathleen Martin, of course. Did anybody catch Chantel's talk at MAX last year? It's a good last name. Joss says, I like how the text is left aligned while the image on the left takes up less than half of the space. Feels good. Leaves a lot of kind of room to play on the right side. So that's a little bit big. So let's decrease the size a bit. We can even stretch it out so that it all fits on one line. And there we go. And maybe we will change the color as well. Okay. Are we liking it so far? Ariana says late once again. No worries, Ariana. Luckily, you can always catch the replay or read the HTML tutorial. Okay, let's add some icons, aka quote marks or quotation marks. Search quote here. Choose one that you like. I'm digging this little guy. We'll decrease the size. Maybe we'll change the color. Grab them over here. And then if I really want to make this a true quote, I can always duplicate it, drag it down here, grab this rotation widget, and there we go. Cool, I think we're almost done, you guys. This is awesome, going fast. I don't think these are the same size though. So let's decrease the size here. We'll go to right here. There we go. Steven says, first time using Spark, I'm already getting used to it and it seems amazing. Yeah, it's awesome. It's really intuitive to use on a mobile device, but it's also really robust like on a browser. So if you want to try it on there, I highly recommend it as well. Will Max be live on Behance? Anthony, I don't think like the keynote is going to be live on Behance. You can just go to max.adobe.com to watch that. But we will have some specific Max chats happening on Adobe Live that are awesome. You can sign up for those. Let me show you where. Through this link. Boom. bit.ly/Max Chats 2020. Capital Max, capital C in chats. Okay, let's just share this out and then we can get going with the rest of our work. So to share your work, I'm just going to come up here to the share icon in the top left. And you can choose where you want to share it. So we could create a shareable template. That's what Kindle did for us with the HTML page. I'll show you that in a second. But you could save your image. You could go straight to Instagram, copy the link to share with a client if you'd want to. I'm just going to save my image for now. Save to camera roll, and now I can upload it on Instagram whenever I see fit. Enjoying Spark post 100%, but don't have time for that right now. Cool, so let's go back and check this out. Your Spark posts are available everywhere. So if you are signed in with your Adobe ID that is connected to your Creative Cloud subscription, you can have access to your posts everywhere. And if you wanted to maybe edit this post like on your computer or even on your iPad, you can totally do that. I will show you right now. So let's pop back to spark.adobe.com. If I refresh this, is there a way to zoom in on the canvas? Totally, just pinch and zoom. This is the post that we just created. These are the practice ones that I did before. And let's hop back to, not that, but this. Kindle's HTML page for us. If you want to actually download her template, you can do that super easily on this page. So let me know if you have any questions. I am on a browser, and then I think you can do Command plus using Spark. Let's try and figure it out. Let's edit our project. It loads, And let's see if we can zoom in a little bit. I'm just pinching and zooming, but that might just be my browser pinching and zooming in. But I hope that helps. You can also play with different variations if you are on the browser. So if you come over here on the right, it will use the exact same content that you have in your post, but apply it with a different layout and design. So let's see if we can find another one that might work well for a quote. Maybe this one. Shuffle it because we want the Kathleen Martin to be maybe on the bottom. That works pretty well. It needs a little bit of tweaking, but this is a great way to just quickly make iterations. This one might be sweet. Ooh, with that background, that floral, I like it. Control plus, nice. Cool, I dig it. So I think that's a pretty standard workflow and walkthrough of Spark posts. Like I said, there's also Spark video, and you can make web pages as well. It's a nice way to make a portfolio sometimes if you just need to put one together really quickly. But let's talk about Max super quick. So again, if you are not registered, you should, because it's free. It's totally free for everybody this year, and all you have to do is go to max.adobe.com right there. Click register/sign in, and then just sign in with your Adobe ID. It's best if you sign in with the Adobe ID that's connected with your Creative Cloud subscription, so you can have all the connection going on in there. But you can also check out the speakers. Does anyone have a speaker that they're like most excited about? Ooh la la, Tyler the Creator, hello. Very excited for this to happen. Kindle says we made a couple of other Spark templates you can add to Spark. Check out the very bottom of the tutorial page. Great call out. I love Zach Braff, just gonna say it. I'm excited to hear him speak. Let's go back to our tutorial and scroll all the way down to the bottom and check out those templates that Kindle put together for us. So again, you want to focus on having a template that is quote heavy or quote forward. So if you leave a lot of open space for that one block of text, you're going to be good to go. So you can check out the different templates by clicking on these links. I love this one by Questlove. The key to creativity is boredom. You can remix it super easily by clicking on that. I know, Taika Waititi. Super awesome. Joss is excited for Keanu Reeves and David Cho. That's awesome. Howard Penske, of course. And there you go. You can remix from here. All right, back to speakers. Anyone else calling out your name? Nick Offerman, hello. Cool. So before we end for the day, I want to check out some of the work that you guys have been posting on Discord the last couple days. And also I want to just close out and say thank you. So let's jump over to here. We are on Discord. If you want to post your work to get feedback, it's super easy. You just go to bit.ly/psdiscord. I know this isn't technically a Photoshop stream, but you can totally post your Spark work here if you want to get some feedback, or just share your social handles so that your friends on Discord can follow you on social as well. So here's Dee's attempt at the poster challenge yesterday. I love it when you guys say attempt, because that's really what it is, you know? You're putting your best foot forward, you're getting feedback, and then you are finessing it and making it even better for the next time. Ben Marriott, oh my gosh, me too. He's so prolific. What a great motion designer. Pankrat, I really liked this design because you can tell that he wrote with a mouse and still just stuck with it. I couldn't even do that with a mouse. So this is from the note taking yesterday. That's awesome. Madi getting ready for Max. Yes, you used the stock imagery I was talking about. This is great. I love this kind of cellophane background. Very nice. I could see these being motion animation or like motion assets in the background during Max. Awesome work, everybody. And I see people giving feedback as well. Joss, great job. Appreciate it. So I am gonna bump out of here for now, but before I do that, let's look at the schedule that's coming up after me. Like I said, the schedule today is a little bit weird. Whoa, Streamception is happening right now. Since Adobe Live's a little bit lighter on Fridays, we have office hours coming up in about 2 hours. That's gonna be with Nick and Andrew. So if you have a portfolio you want to get feedback on, or just want to ask some industry professionals some questions, these guys are good ones to ask. And then check this out. You have a little sneak peek of all the Max chats that we're going to be having during Max next week. So it's going to start off with Julia Masalska. We have lots of awesomeness going on. I may or may not be hosting this one with Meg Lewis. It's going to be super fun. I'll be back with Mag DL. Let's see who's next. I'll be here with Kara. Tim Mobest is going to be hosting his own. So if you know Tim from the chat, you know he's awesome. I'm really excited for that, for him. And that's going to do it for me. So thanks everybody for sticking with me this week. I know this daily creative challenge was a little bit shorter, a little bit different than it usually is, but I'm hoping that you feel prepared for Max. Thanks to Kendall for putting this all together with me. If you want to give Kendall a follow, you can go to the info over here. Click that Behance portfolio and post your work on Discord. And I will see you next week for Max. Stay tuned, everybody. Bye. Whoop.